what's going on? Nick Unsworth here, and I'm a business coach and host of Life on Fire TV, where I help entrepreneurs live the dream. By giving back, I realized that helping others allowed me to enjoy my life at a whole new level, and now I want to inspire you to do the same. Join us on our mission to make the world a better place, one random act of kindness at a time. This is Pay It Forward Friday. Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick Unsworth here, and you're watching Pay It Forward Friday TV, and I'm excited because today is a very special yet different episode of Pay It Forward Friday. So I've got my very good friend and special guest, Oksana Ostrovsky. What up, what up? Hey. And she's got a really crazy story to share with you guys, and I think we should just dive right in and give us a little overview of just kind of who you are and why you're here today making this Pay It Forward Friday video.
Sure. Well, me and my husband run a natural and health website called Be Well Buzz, and a little bit of personal development site as well. So we always into like healthy stuff, what's good, making sure we're optimizing our body to its full potential. And, I've never felt better. Like I've just turned 30 last 2 weeks ago, and I think much better than I was in my 20s. So it's like health is like always, like the thing that we take care of. This is like priority number one, right? So year ago, my mom got diagnosed with cancer, with stage 3 cancer out of nowhere. We don't have any cancer in the family. So that was a massive shock to me, So she lives in Ukraine, and for me, knowing all the information that we know, unfortunately, I couldn't just, go to Ukraine and ship all the stuff that we take, that I knew would help her. So it was kind of hard, watching someone you love going through pain. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's cancer or not or whatever it is. It's hard to see someone going through that journey. I
just had in my very close family, I won't say the name, but a loved one, just recently has, cancer, and just watched how that impacted the family and impacted his life. And it's crazy. It's like if you think of all the people that I mean, how many people have cancer somewhere in their family?
Yeah, but it's like, I feel like there's also kind of this belief and disbelief in a way around cancer, because they're like, oh my God, this is it, Yeah. They consider cancer as a finish line, which it doesn't have to be. There are plenty of options to get rid of that. This is just, to me, I look at it as just a signal for you that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So it's kind of like, hey, come on, wake up, something's wrong, like you need to change stuff around. And sometimes you need to change completely everything in order to get better. So it's like, we kind of feel like it's so important to get this information out and make sure, people are aware that there are so many other options. You don't have to put poison in your body and hope it's going to work, because trust me, it doesn't. It will make it much worse. So just want to, to bring the more awareness to people that there's always a way, a much better way.
So tell us about your mom. Tell us about your mom, and then some of the things that you guys are doing to find a better way to help cure her cancer.
Well, mom is 54 years young. Like, come on, no one should be going through that at that age. Yeah. But also living in Ukraine, it's not that much easy. It's not easy to find all the green juices and all the fresh fruits and veggies that she can juice and at least get her immune system back up after the 2 rounds of chemo. So that's why we brought her here. Okay. And I was talking with a few clinics in Mexico and a few clinics actually here in Texas and Florida, and see what they do and what therapies they are using. Yeah. Found a few clinics in Germany, just kind of trying to figure out, okay, what is the best option? Because time was not in our favor. Yeah. And as of April, she was basically at her worst condition ever. Wow. So we knew we had to move quick. And, it's not that it's only time and expensive treatments. So it's like you want to make sure you do make the right decision. So I was basically making the main decision of my life.
And so you guys had to find a location to get chemo?
No, not to do chemo. She did chemo in Ukraine, which is a standard approach. It was destroyed her body completely. Lost hair, ton of weight, muscle, and just, I say in my fundraiser video, she went from this always happy, encouraging, supportive woman to this fragile, angry, frustrated, tiny human being that I almost didn't recognize. It's really hard watching that. That's why it's like we all need to, at any given moment, do whatever it takes do not wait till tomorrow, you know, oh, I'm going to start this cleanse tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to quit drinking, whatever. Tomorrow is not promised. So it's like taking your health and your future in your own hands and doing the right things for you today, because that's what matters. That's all we got. We got today.
And what are some of the things that you found, you know, with you guys being into health and, you know, health and wellness, and that being in the industry that you guys are in, what are some things that you've found for her and for other people that are like best practices?
Well, best practices, I mean, first of all, you got to understand any disease in the body, it happens because there is some chaos happening. Either it's on a mental level, on an emotional level, on a physical level. I mean, any disbalance in any of those areas will create a symptom that shows up and, you know, say, hey, time to change up something.
So my fever last night could have been something?
Could have been definitely something.
I got my place. I hired an organizer on Saturday, totally organized my place up, and then all of a sudden yesterday I came down with this random fever. Who knows, maybe.
I'm telling you, just purging.
You're
shifting the energy around. Yeah. It's time, you know, you were clearing weekends, so your body goes, all right.
That's it.
Exactly. No, but it's, you know, it's important to understand that, yes, there is the mental piece, there's the emotional piece, and there is the physical body. So it's like, even when you do your work and you take care of your body, you work out, you eat the proper foods, well, this is what runs the system.
Right.
So it's like, you gotta also pay attention to your thoughts, how you're treating people, how you're treating yourself in the first place. Because this is where we are struggling now too. You know, this is the woman that always been giving. I mean, whole her life, giving to someone else, living for someone else, providing. And it's hard for her to receive, you know, to kind of just sit back and, you know, being taken care of. So she looks at that as a weakness. And
on that point, I think, you know, one of the messages for today is, you know, Oksana's going to share a little bit about the fundraiser that she's created for her mom. And I think also, you know, within that, part of this Pay It Forward is about not only, you know, healthy living and, you know, helping to fundraise for, you know, your mom's treatments, but also I think that no matter, you know, whatever your family members are going through too, you know, how you set up the fundraiser, this could be something that you guys could do as well. You know, you could set up a fundraiser, because you've already brought in, is it $20,000?
Yes, $20,000.
So I think sharing a couple nuggets on that could help someone say, you know what, I've got a family member that's in need too, and how you too could set up a fundraising page and help your family member, because there's so many people that I think that aren't aware of how easy it can be to set this kind of stuff up. So tell us about that process, about what you did to set it up, and how the heck did you bring in $20,000 already?
Well, I mean, it was crazy, you know, shocking to us. We knew we had to move fast, and we knew, I mean, we had to do something right away. And unfortunately, we didn't have that opportunity to just, I mean, gladly, I can go to Mexico every day because I'm work from home, and I you know, and we live so close to Mexico that we can go and actually do that. But it is an expensive journey. It is expensive, it is painful journey. So that's why, you know, we kind of went out and reached to our community to make this happen. I mean, if you can take away even anything from the video or your way of paying it forward too, you just go and hug your parents. They are not forever. They're not. So
we're going to make that one challenge. Pay It Forward Friday. Hug someone that you love. Or just pick up the phone too. You know, tell someone that you love them today.
It doesn't, you know, your parents, your friends. I mean, we get so caught up in our daily life, and unfortunately, sometimes there can be someone waiting on the other side and hoping, oh, it's been so long since I heard from you, or, you know, I wish they were a little closer, or I wish, you know, I can hug someone when I need it, and it's not there. So do it every day. If you can do, you know, call someone and say, hey, I love you, I miss you. You want to go grab a cup of coffee, do that. Spend the time with your family. But if you are going through the health challenges and there is something that you do need to raise the money and raise the funds, I created my fundraiser with youcaring.com, which was, I mean, it was extremely easy. You do need to have a video. Again? It's called youcaring.com.
Youcaring, okay.
Yeah, youcaring.com. And just make a video, explain what it is, write a little bit of story. I submit always about 2-3 days updates on how mom is doing and how's everything going.
Sure.
And I mean, the amount of feedback and support that we got was tremendous. I probably received by now probably close to around 400 emails, people suggesting either different treatments, different products, connecting me with different healers or different doctors. I mean, everyone is just reaching out. And sometimes if that's all you can do, trust me, it is very helpful for someone, because someone might not be aware of that information. I discovered actually two products that I never heard of that she is taking right now. So, and that is helping. So just if you struggling and if you need help or someone in your family need help, that is a very easy way to raise awareness and raise some financial help if that's what you're looking for.
So youcaring.com and then make a video. And I think a great way to look at how to make a video is, I think the one that you put together is a perfect example of storytelling about, you know, the situation at hand, and it's creating the connection with, you know, the people that you're going to share to the fundraising page with. So so tell us about the video that you have for these guys.
Well, the video, I have a few video updates also, as the video was created about a month ago. So there has been already a few changes done. You know, we're already doing the treatments before when I made the video. Mom didn't have the visa even yet. So, you know, a lot of things have changed, but the only thing that hasn't changed is still, you know, that financial burden in a way. I mean, it is not a burden. It's an investment in her future. But it is, unfortunately, you know, it is quite expensive. So that is why we're still running it, and we still can accept, I mean, anything really helps. And if it's like $5, $10 even, and just sending, you know, keeping my mom in your prayers and sending her some healing vibes.
Power of prayers is huge. So guys, what I'd like to do is like to show you the video that Oksana made. Let's roll the video.
Sometimes in your life, when you least expect it, it throws something your way that sends you plummeting into an emotional rock bottom, leaving you feeling so incredibly lost, desperate and alone that you just can't stop asking yourself, how did I get here? How did this happen? What on earth am I going to do next? Well, this emotional rock bottom that I'm speaking about is exactly where I found myself just about 12 months ago when I received a phone call that has changed my whole world. My name is Oksana Ostrovsky, and my husband Larry and I are co-founders of natural health and wellness website called Be Well Buzz, and some of you might know us from there. Right now, I'm here to ask for your help. You see, 12 months ago, I received a phone call telling me that my mom has been diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer. This news really came out of nowhere. My mom has never been seriously sick, and up until now, there's really zero history of cancer in my family. So this diagnosis was complete shock. Mom had a hysterectomy where the doctors has discovered cancerous tumors all over her abdomen. And after a month of healing after the surgery, they told my mom she would have to begin chemotherapy. Being holistic health advocates, my husband and I wanted to help my mom explore some alternative treatments. But unfortunately, due to lack of them really in Ukraine where she lives, and just doctors were simply pushing chemo really hard, we lost that battle. If you or someone that you know has ever been through chemo, you know that it takes an extremely hard toll on your health and your spirit. I went home for a month in April to help my mom go through this process. And even though I put a smile on my face and tried to keep her spirits up, I have to tell you that it really broke my heart. Watching her go through this excruciating pain and going from this being happy, healthy woman that everyone loved to incredibly thin, frail, and angry version of herself. Finally, after 3 months of chemo, we got green light that the cancer was gone. It was such a relief, but unfortunately, it did not last long. Come last December, the cancer and the pain came back, and came back with a vengeance. My mom had to start another protocol of chemo right away, and she's been battling ever since. I just came back from Ukraine. It was my mom's birthday last week. She's now 54 years young. During a small family birthday dinner, I asked her if she had just one wish, what would it be? Her answers still bring tears to my eyes. She said, I just wish I had 1 hour without pain. My goal this year is to make her wish come true. And to do that, I need your help. You see, the fact that the chemo isn't working,
And in order for her to survive, I need to make some serious changes. I wish I could treat her here in the United States, but unfortunately getting a medical visa is almost impossible. And finding someone that will treat her for free or reduce cost is also impossible. I'm currently working with Dr. Contreras and his alternative center for cancer patients in Mexico called Oasis of Hope. They offer an amazing protocol to cancer patients, but unfortunately, the treatment itself is quite expensive, and we cannot do it on our own. That is why I am asking for your help. Your donations will make a huge difference and help my mom win this battle and truly enjoy the life that she deserves. Thank you.
I hope that you are as touched by the video as I was, and that you can find it in your heart to also to donate and to join the group of friends and family and other people that have raised a total of over $20,000. And so the link.
Oh yes, so the link is youcaring.com/save-mom, and there is a button on the right hand side that says give now, and truly appreciate for consideration, reaching out, donations, and even if you cannot contribute financially, just share the message. Sharing the video far and wide so maybe someone else can get access to all the information that I'm putting out as I'm keeping people updated. What are we doing? Where are we going? So that maybe can also be helpful for someone.
Awesome, awesome. Even a prayer helps, for someone that you may have never met Oksana before, but simple prayer. Reach out, tell someone that you love them, hug someone that's nearby, and that will wrap things up for this episode of Pay It Forward Friday.
Thank you for having me, Nick.
For sure.
And thank you, everyone, for contributing. Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
This is Pay It Forward Friday.